Where would we be today without our cell phones? How would we get from New York to Bangkok in 18 hours without air travel? Or just from Cleveland to Indianapolis without a trusty GPS? Today's technology has come a long way, but how much of it was from independent thinkers, and how much was funded by money designated military spending? The cell phone began as the walkie-talkie for battlefield communication. Nearly all civilian airplanes are based off of a military design. GPS stems from the Cold War espionage craze. The satellites that enable GPS are launched using rocket technology pioneered by World War II's military scientists. And do I have to explain America's beloved Jeep? Clearly, myriad things we take for granted today began with money from a defense budget, and therefore it would be foolish of us to attempt to cut America's military spending. One of the newest projects under development by the U.S. military is the Human Universal Load Carrier, or HULC. It's a lightweight, heavy-duty bionic exoskeleton that enables soldiers to carry up to 200 pounds of equipment for extended periods of time. It combines advances in metallurgy, pneumatics, microcomputers, and robotics to enhance soldiers' mobility and capability. With the focus of the war on terror switching to the mountainous terrain of Afghanistan, our military needs a way to combat fatigue and exhaustion in the low-oxygen environment in which it serves. While wearing this device, soldiers can tote extremely heavy loads while running, jumping, crawling, climbing, and kneeling with virtually no extra effort. Just over a year ago, my grandfather had a stroke. He lost the use of his left arm and leg and has been in rehab since. His home had to be outfitted with numerous new features to help him with simple tasks, and he has been traveling a long and challenging road to adapt back to the world outside of his home. As I read about the HULC, I began to wonder if a robotic exoskeleton could be applied to the civilian sector, aiding stroke patients like my grandpa, paraplegics, and others who have limited or no use of their limbs. Much to my surprise and delight, I read in Time magazine's Top 50 Best Inventions of 2010 that a group from the prestigious University of California, Berkeley, is in the beginning stages of developing such a device, called e-Legs, and they have already tested a prototype on a few paraplegic individuals, all of whom responded extremely well to it. After years in wheelchairs, the few slow steps that they took were more than they could ever have dreamed about. Perhaps the e-Legs could help take my grandpa the extra distance, both figuratively and literally, to move throughout the world like any other person. The advancements that e-Legs is making in the civilian sector could not have been without the advancements made with HULC in the military sector, and the e-Legs team acknowledges this. Regardless of your opinions on war, it is undeniable that military spending is a key factor in advancing technology. Understand that I'm not saying that we should have every nation in our sights in the name of science, but rather I am suggesting that the military's need for new technology often leads to tremendous advancements in the ease and quality of life of Americans, all citizens of the world, and everyone's wheelchair-bound loved one.